started with, the big change, the high street, where you can buy a dress for the price of a cappuccino. But then even the luxury fashion, they're working that way now because they think also that everybody needs something new every month. So they're producing 6 collections a year. There's not enough time to really develop beautiful clothes and to really think about them and to really give the love that real clothes used to get. But I worked as a consultant in the last 12 years, so I felt I was part of it, but I also felt like I was an outsider. So I was always trying to offer alternatives to the companies I was working with. Say, why don't you do it this way, or why don't we do it that way? What they then did with it in the end was usually something completely different. But I felt I tried, at least, I really felt like that I had a different voice. So my thing is I want to go back to the times, like in the 70s and 80s, where couture was really about creating something with a soul, making a statement and making real beautiful clothes that also I think you can feel it when you wear them, that there was this attention to detail, the attention to fabric, the richness, the ideas behind it, and that's what I want to bring back. For me, the ethical part, like I say, new ethics in luxury fashion, that's my slogan. It has to do with many sides. One thing is the waste. I try to work with mostly existing materials. That's one thing, but then there's also something about the kind of women that are being portrayed in the fashion industry right now, the reality star women. That, for me, are not the real role models that I would like to see. I find it very plastic. If I think about the 70s and 80s when you had Paloma Picasso, Catherine Deneuve, Loulou Lafalaise, those kind of women that really had their personal style. They weren't necessarily beautiful, but they had a real strength to them. And that's what I think is missing. So I'm trying to bring some of that back. 2 collections a year during couture. And I think that's enough. Well, the Cultuurfonds Fashion Stipendium for me is a big opportunity because I can sort of, for Holland, I think it's a great honor because there's some pretty big names who've come before me. I feel it as a recognition for what I do, and I think because I work internationally, I think people sort of overlook that I'm here. So it gives me the opportunity to go out there and show everyone this is what I'm doing. Yeah, for me it comes at the right moment because I've invested a lot of my own money in there, and so that comes to an end, and we are selling now to, for example, with Net-a-Porter, we'd had an agreement for a year, and now we're working with Bergdorf Goodman in New York, and we're starting with Bijenkorf, which is great, exclusively for the Netherlands with a great collection. So it sort of all comes together. So to bring it out now with the help of this stipend is great, This extraordinarily comes out of private funding. It would be great if there was like big international companies funding a prize like this, or work with the talent that we have and bring it to the world. It would benefit both. So I hope that internationals might get some ideas about this. I can now sort of like do something that I want to do. It gives me the opportunity to build on my way of doing fashion and to propose a more positive alternative to what is already out there in the luxury market. Yeah, in Holland this is the greatest prize you can win, and it's also a very serious prize. So I think this is the first time I actually won an award. I didn't even realize, but I guess I'm not a winner. Well, I already thought it was quite an honor, but now that I think of it, I never really won anything, so it's great. And it's not really something that you're competing in, it's something that you just get.